Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to talk about ComptonTG. TG will be born Ray John Thornton on August 3rd, 1997. TG will grow up in Compton and grow up in the Atlantic Drive Compton Crips turf. Atlantic Drives have been around for several decades in Compton and are aligned to gangs like Park Village, Nutty Block, and especially the Southside Compton Crips, which their alliance is known as South Atlantic. But the Atlantic Drives beef with several Crips and Pyrus in Compton. TG will grow up in a war zone in Compton and had a hard upbringing. He was prepared early to be a part of the streets with his uncle and older cousins disciplining him and fighting him to make him tough. TG will become a part of his environment and start game banging hard in his teenage years. This will lead to him doing whatever to get money, and being so deep in the streets in his game banging, this will lead to him getting kicked out of multiple schools. TG will be robbing people often to make money, and by 15, this will lead to him being arrested for an armed robbery. This will lead to him going back and forth to jail for several incidents throughout his teenage years.
Before that, what were you like as a young man?
Shit, just bad in and out of juvenile hall, getting kicked out of high school. And getting kicked out of all schools, really. I couldn't even go to public school. It was bad for me. So it wasn't really too good. I got my structure from being in jail a lot.
So when did you first get locked up?
My first time being locked up, I was like 15.
What was that for?
Yeah, for armed robbery.
Who put you on to that?
Shit, I was hungry. Shit, I was hungry. I didn't have no money. That's all I knew. Snatching chains, flogging, hitting houses. That's what we came up off of.
Had you just started doing that when you got caught, or had you been doing it for a while?
I've been on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
TG always had football dreams and wanted to play football and had dreams of going to the NFL. But he could never maintain grades, so it would never work out. So he always stayed in the streets. TG started rapping by 2016, but wasn't taking it serious. After several more stints in jail, he would decide to take rap for real by 2018. He would start gaining a following with him doing freestyles on IG and doing them on Tuesdays. He would call the freestyles TG Tuesdays, and this would get him recognition and start getting looks in the industry. In October of 2018, TG would drop his first song on his YouTube channel and call it the song Closed Case. The song would go instantly viral and now sits at over 1 million views. TG would stay consistent with music and drop numerous freestyles on IG and would even have a big 2019. He dropped videos to songs like Blind Date, which currently sits at almost 3 million views, and the song 40 Show, which sits at 2 million views. And on his birthday of August 3rd, 2019, TG would drop the tape, Just Feeling Up Volume 1. Those two songs will be on the tape, along with songs like Other Side with Teezy. That song sits at almost 1 million views. And a song with Ray Vaughn called Have Mercy, and that song sits at 800,000 views. And to end the year, in November of 2019, he would drop the song Don't Panic with Ray Vaughn. That song sits at 4.5 million views, and still to this day, is his most viewed song on YouTube. In 2020, TG would start off strong, with his first release being a song called Intro Storytime, featuring Ray Vaughn. To that point, he would drop several songs on his channel, like Long Time, Free Throw, Check Up, Murder in My City. Around the same time, TG would drop his second biggest song on YouTube, being a song called Mafia Thing, which was a collab with TG and rappers from other allied hoods. The song featured Teezy from Southside Compton Crip, The Bully from Park Village, and Geechee Gotti from Nutty Block. This song currently sits at 4 million views on YouTube. TG would then drop an album called Real Crip Streeter. In 2021, TG would be on his grind, dropping 2 tapes that year, being Vicious Road to Riches and Public Service Announcement. And to start off 2022, he would drop another tape. He was doing good in music and had a real buzz, but TG was still fully involved in the streets and was committing robberies. TG, along with 3 other people, entered a jewelry store in Palm Desert and robbed the business on June 28, 2022. TG and the 3 other people stole several amounts of jewelry and fled the store. An investigation by the Palm Desert police led the investigators to identify the 4 suspects, and on August 9, 2022, TG will be arrested. TG will later be sentenced to 8 years. He is currently in prison, and his earliest parole date is 2028. TG had a promising career with multiple songs doing numbers and had a buzz that could have took him far. But being half in the music industry and half in the streets, never work out. This took him out of prime of his career. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.